Yeah, we are live. You know, it's set at 1 for a very long time. It just sat there at 1 and did not move. I'm like, oh, am I frozen? Did I say anything? But it seems to be working now. Hello, everybody. Hello out there.
What's up?
As Randy always says, come on in. We got seats up front. Have a seat. We had a very interesting panel for you here. It's Tuesday. Want to actually start the show off by mentioning a sad news in our industry. Colleague and somebody that I've had the opportunity to work with for in a company and even in a promotional capacity. Indie Volt. And her own network, Rage and ABC, Meredith Lagren. I learned around 4 or 5 o'clock today. At 4 or 5 o'clock today, I learned that she had passed away the night prior, and so my thoughts go out to her family as they navigate dealing with the tragedy, and and also to her colleague, and I'm going to say I don't think I'm out of turn by saying best friend, Nita Lanning, who also was a friend of mine, and she's I know that she's dealing with that as well. So again, we want to mention that. I would feel really crummy if I didn't mention it. The icon, the avatar I had the night was made by Meredith for me. She made this avatar about I think a week after I met her because I was like, I want a pop avatar until she made me one. So I figured today, if any day was there, I was going to use it. So, there it is. We're going to hit the intro and come back and bring you guys all in. Introduce yourselves, and we will get into talking about some comics and getting this show pulled because, oh boy, we got some letters here for you tonight. Here we go. Yeah, some doozies. Oh, my goodness, these letters tonight. Crazy. Here we go.
And you, sir, are you waiting to receive my limp penis? Now, get your hands off there.
The following program contains violence, disturbing imagery, nudity, and, oh my god, why are you even watching this? Just run away. This shit is going to give you nightmares. For real. The program is rated TV MA NSFW OMFG GAF TTV BYGAS. Why are you still here? Seriously, don't watch this. We can't warn you strongly enough. Do you need a doctor of some kind? What is the matter with you?
Hello, everyone. My name is Varian Grant, the founder of Indie Volt Media LLC. Been making comics since 2008. Too damn long, in my opinion. Not to be rich and retired to a mountain somewhere where I can grow beard and grow my nails super long, pee in jars. It'll be great. Can't do that type of stuff because I'm not rich yet. Damn it. That's okay. Joined as always by the beautiful Indie Princess. How are you today, ma'am?
Tired as always, but I'm here, catching up on some stuff. Yeah, I am Lola, your indie princess, and I am the EIC over at indievault.com. I am the co-owner of Let's Call Comics, the owner of Shacker Comics, and I help out with Liberty Entertainment Distribution Group, and a lot more stuff, but I'm not going to get into that.
Very good. Very good. I mean, you got a lot of stuff you do. So, no need to keep all that. No need to take all the time up for introductions. Zachary, how are you?
I'm doing all right. Thank you for having me on the show. This is actually my first time going on.
Very cool, very cool. We like the new people. We like to mess with them and make sure that they no, we're gonna hassle you today. It'll be great. Uh, Will.
Yeah, hi. I'm Will Radford, and I am the co-writer of Hocus Hocus.
Very good, very good. Alan.
Hey, yeah, I'm Alan, and I am the counterpart to Will. I am the co-writer of Hocus Hocus.
Very good. And Mr. Bardic Fury, how are you? I see you're drawing for us tonight.
Yeah, I'm gonna be inking because like it doesn't require that much concentration, so I could also do the show. Thanks for having me on. And you can call me Dan too.
Well, yeah, I was gonna. When you didn't put your name, like, should I call him by his name? I was gonna say Dan, and I'm like, he's got Bardic Fury. I won't say anything. So okay.
Yeah,
last
Dan
time I
works.
called you. Yeah, last time I called you by your name, but people don't put their names up. I get worried. And
yeah, Dan works. I make the comic Oi Tales of Bardic Fury. It's on Webtoon and Tapas, and I also have 2 volumes of it out, which are on Amazon. And then I also have a Indiegogo, which is in demand for volume 3. But if you just want to read it for free, the whole thing is online on Webtoon and Tapas.
You just mentioned that inking doesn't take much concentration for you. That's a big flex, man, because when I'm inking, I damn near kill myself from suffocation. Like seriously, I'm like I hold my breath because I don't want to move and mess up a line. It's horrible. It's really bad. Pat.
Hey everyone, how's it going? Yeah, so I'm the owner of Reverb Comics, and I'm the creator of the Echoes of the Triumphant series. Yeah, it's great to be on. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, no problem, Pat. Thanks for being here. So you guys have all seen the show. Unfortunately, you know what that means. That means that I got to answer questions that we get sent in, and we got 3 today that are gonna be divisive. You guys are probably gonna end your friendships, partnerships. You're gonna look over Alan. You're gonna look at Will and say, "I don't even know who you are anymore."
Oh man,
Okay? That's how bad it's gonna be.
But before you go on to the question, I do want to let everybody know that Pat's campaign is officially launched.
Ooh.
So go over there and back it.
We do have it's a launch party. It's a launch party for Pat, correct?
It is.
It's a launch party. So there is a cake pack. Where is the cake? We do have a cake. We're bringing that out pretty soon. It can't be a party without cake. So Lola, I'm going to get into the questions, and we're going to take a look at Pat's campaign while we do that. But the first one is I have to open this one so that I have to give a little bit of an opener to this one so you guys understand. I got an email from a gentleman who is making a comic, and it's his very first book. He's never done a comic book before. Been a lifelong fan of comics, and he has a camp. He asked me, he says, "Look, I'm not getting any. I'm not getting anything here. I've been told like he's just doing. I guess he's like in the sign up phase. He's like sending out the take a look at this campaign links." And he's like, and people who I sent it to, they're like, "You're never gonna fund, ever." He's asking $31,500 for his first book. It is I think I read it was a 50 page book. Okay. Now, his artist needs $4 or $5,000. His colorist is getting $2,000. His letterer is only getting $200. So that leaves a little bit of money left over. Like, how much is your printing, sir? But the thing is, he's very transparent on his campaign. He lists what where we're at in the camp, where we'll be at in the campaign, and he says that by June, and it's going to be a 30-day campaign because he's planning on doing it on Kickstarter. He's going to begin production of the comic in June. So understand, guys, the comic has not gone into production. All he has is some concept art and some very nice framed text on the page, and some regular type text. And he wants to know, like, why are people, like, people he sent in the campaign to, why are they poo-pooing it? Why don't they like his campaign? Why are they saying, man, you're never going to get 31,500? I guess I'll go first. 31. Okay, so I know another guy who is currently on GoFundMe, so he can get the money to pay an artist. Then he'll go to a Kickstarter and Indiegogo. I think that's kind of stupid too. I'll go ahead and say it. But you know, like, exactly at what point are you going to put the money into this? But this is different. This is 31,500 this guy's asking for. It's a lot of money, and he's not beginning the process of his book to June, late June. First book, you got no track record. Unless you get a cover from J. Scott Campbell with remarks by Jim Lee, I don't think you're going to get 31,500. But I could be wrong. I'm just a comic artist. Fuck do I know? I'll let you guys weigh in on that. Let's start with Zachary. Zach, what do you think?
Well, I think personally, for one, if there's no art being shown, I think the talent is being paid way too much. I mean, I'm an artist myself, you know, and you have to be reasonable, especially if you're going to a crowdfunding campaign. You're asking people for money. You're just gonna have to. I'm not saying to drop your rates down to a certain amount, like, you know, all the way down, but just, you know, be reasonable for a page count, especially if you're making a new book and you're on this like whole team where you got to work with other people. I think the colorist, you know, $2,000, yeah, that's too much. And again, the production is like an unknown thing. I don't know. It's like you said before. The whole thing is bad. It's backwards, and he's doing it all wrong.
Mhm.
Honestly.
Will, you look disappointed. And I like it. Will, you have fatherly disappointment in your face. It was fatherly disappointment.
It's an RDF resting disappointment face. It, you know, it gets the best of everybody. No, I think, you know, I mean, look, I mean, running a Kickstarter campaign is difficult. You know, I mean, it's intimidating. It can be, you know, a confusing process to figure out. Sometimes, you know, depending on which side of it you're on, the art side or the business side. You know, sometimes if you're on the art side, you have more of a you know, crazier brain for that. So, you know, when it comes to the business side of things, you might not be aware of certain aspects. So I hope that he, you know, continues to learn and grow as an artist, and you know, hopefully you know, grow from there.
Alan, you have a smile on your face. You don't agree with Will.
Because Will's pretty much said it how it needed to be said. You want the ambition, and everyone has that dream of hopefully the low hanging fruit. You know, this is my first comic, so hopefully it's a smash success. And you want to be that success story out the gate. And I mean, I get that. Like, that's awesome to have that dream, but you also do need to be grounded. And you also do need to have a finished product or close to finish, so you can at least show some promise of, you know, what you can deliver, and have an obtainable goal if you already have a following.
Dan, your hand didn't shake when you heard 31,000. I mean,
31,000.
Yeah, that's his goal.
I mean, it sounds like a lot. I never raised anything close to that, but a bunch of people have raised more than that. So, you know, anyone could make it happen if they market it really good. I could say that to give him a ray of hope, but it's also the odds are against him, and I agree with pretty much what everyone said. All these experienced people here, I back their statements.
Yeah, Pat, your turn.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, there's this good saying I heard of: men lie, women lie, but like numbers, they don't lie. So when I heard like over 31,000, over 31,000 goal for like, something that doesn't have like really high costs, like I'm pretty sure like the costs are under like 10K. That's just, it doesn't really make a lot of sense to me. So there's just something, it just seems off to me. Seems disingenuous.
Yeah, yeah. I think look, 31,000. I mean, like, are you? Is this gonna pay for book 2 and 3? Or are you not gonna go like the crowdfunding for the next books? Because that's, I mean, he's basically trying to walk away with about 15K in just free money afterwards. And what if the book's no good? We haven't thought about that. What if the book sucks? That's very important. Very important.
Yeah.
So yeah, there you go. I will. Nefarious said, "What was the link?" Nefarious, I have to look through my email. If you want, I'll shoot you the link. But I don't want to put the person on blast because they sent me the link. I did tell them I was gonna talk about it though, because that's a pretty extreme ask for your first time out the gate with 50 pages. By the way, that's a huge number to try to get. We wish him all the best, of course. If he can get it, get that money. Tell us how you did it.
Yeah, exactly.
But I don't think you're going to. Now, the next question, and you guys will. We talked about this about a year ago on Indie Vote Livewire, and it seems to be happening now. So we're getting to a point where I got an email. I'll read it to you guys. So let me see. Oh, here it is. Okay. Hello, Indie Vault. Hail. I have a gripe that I'd like to bring to your attention so that you can let it out to the masses. I recently had my Patreon canceled, expelled, terminated, smoked by the gods at Patreon. Why, you ask? Because of something I said on Twitter a year and a half ago that someone decided to show them. They have deleted my account. I wasn't making much, about 200 a month, and that was on a high. That was on a high note. Now I'm making nothing, all because of something I said off of their platform. I'm being punished. Do you think this is fair? And that's it. And it comes from JS. JS. Well, first of all, JS. What did you say, Lola? What did you say? Yeah, what did you say? What did you say? Like, because listen, I don't think you should be punished. Like, I'm the kid that drove my car past the gas station and saw a kid I did not like in school and said, "Oh, there he is." And I parked and I went over and I whooped his ass at the gas station while he was waiting for the bus. Now, when I got to school the next day, they said, "Hey, we're going to suspend you." And I said, "Oh, no, you're not. That happened off of school grounds. That happened at a gas station about a mile from the school. You can't suspend me for it." And they had to, suck it up and they couldn't suspend me. It was funny as hell. I won. Now, so I understand, like, that's kind of bullshit to go out there and suspend your account for something you said on a different platform. But it also depends on what you said, because or what you did. Like, for example, if he went out here and did something heinous and egregious and it made the news, I'd expect for all the shit to be canceled. But if you just said, like, "Hey, I like pineapple on pizza," which should get you shot, I wouldn't cancel your Kickstarter or your Kickstarter or your Patreon. I think that's kind of wrong to cancel your Patreon. I don't think that's fair. But I will start from the bottom now. I'll start from Pat. Pat, because the thing is, the concern is it starts at Patreon. Maybe it'll go to Kickstarter. Maybe it'll go to Indiegogo and Zoop and other crowdfunding platforms. What do you think about that?
Well, I guess like my first thought is like it kind of depends on what he said, but I guess like these days like kind of like anything could get under people's skin. Like I heard this one story about like Tucker Carlson. Like he's a Fox News anchor, and he said one day that pregnant women should not go into war. Like he basically said pregnant women should not go into war with like an Uzi, and stuff like that. And I don't know why like a pregnant person would want to do that, but anyway, he got in trouble for it. So me personally, like I just have like this policy where I just don't see anything like political on like social media at all whatsoever. So I think like I don't know, it's like unfortunately it's like here like the PC stuff. So like you have to be aware of it and you have to like
I
just
mean,
do whatever you can to curb it, I guess, because like I don't really like it to be honest, but like it's there and you just have to deal with it.
imagine you say The Force Awakens was the best Star Wars film ever, and then you wake up tomorrow and your Patreon's gone because someone disagreed. That would be crazy. That'd be crazy. I mean, where would it
That's
stop
not
at?
offensive though. That's an opinion
Yeah.
that maybe somebody doesn't like share with you, which I don't think you'll get in trouble for that. But like I don't know, it just sounds to me like it's like in one of the no categories, I guess.
All of my offensive things are gone since MySpace is no more. Don't have to worry about anything. I'm in the clear. Dan, would you like your Patreon removed? Do you have anything to fear?
I only have, well, not only, but it is only one patron who I am grateful for, and it's $5. So I do not want it removed. I don't like that they could remove people or that they do it, but I agree with Pat that that's what's happening. So my kind of theory is, when in Rome, do as the Romans do. And on my social media, I just show my art and my projects.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes I post like music videos of Bob Marley or something like that, and that's it. Or anime.
I would wonder if I agree. Only thing on my page you'll find is jokes and tweets to comic book news and Indie Volt stuff. That's all you'll find on my page. Now you could get offended about something we said on Indie Volt, but that's a whole other thing. Boo Dan, hey, malfunction. Hello. Yeah, people are very touchy. Alan, what do you think? Did Patreon overstep by getting reports from somebody from another platform and erasing you?
See, this is one of those questions where it's super touchy, and none of us have all the information, right?
Mm-hmm.
It could have been something absolutely abysmal that the guy said or done or whatever, but I think it's one of those things where this question is definitely above me for any of that. I would think that consequences have actions, and however you want to look at it. But I do think that, just, I guess, without knowing the facts, just be mindful. That's really about it, right? Just be mindful going in.
Yeah, no, I can agree with that. Just be very careful what you're gonna say. If you have to question it, maybe don't post it. If you have to think, is this gonna offend anybody, and you're in a position where you have something to lose, maybe just keep your mouth shut. And that's coming from me. I mean, it's coming from me, who doesn't keep his mouth shut. Will.
Yeah, I mean, to be perfectly honest with you, I have no comment on the situation. There's not enough information. I mean, I don't know what was said. I don't know what was taken offense to. I would assume that since he didn't elaborate on what exactly he said, it was probably god fucking awful.
It may have been.
And might end up siding with Patreon on that, but I have no idea. So I mean, I don't really know what, I don't have an opinion on information I don't know.
So. I've been thinking about, because what did he say? And I've been thinking like, well, what could he have said? Now, obviously if he would have been like, if he'd have been dropping the N-bomb all over the place, then, I could, but I'm black. So maybe I'm just touchy. But at the same time, I like to think that depending on what he said, again, can we take it from a different platform to Patreon or to Kickstarter and say, hey, this guy has a book on your platform, because we had a situation where a gentleman had went to prison and for something horrible, and we're like, hey, Indiegogo, can we get our money back, because this guy isn't getting out for about 20 years. And they were like, nah, sorry. And it's like, but he did. Look, here's the link, here's the article, he's on the internet doing all. Come on, give us our money. They wouldn't do it. Zach.
Again, like Will was saying, you really don't know because he didn't say anything. But if I had to take a guess, it sounds like it could have been something political. I've been noticing certain artists, like indie artists and stuff like that, who's done books where their career, they said something like 10 years ago, and next thing you know, somebody opens up their mouth and brings them in relevance now because to relate them to something, and then next thing you know, their Twitter gets chopped in half. They could be losing their Patreon, and it's kind of like, I don't know, if you're one of the big guys, like if you're already like you're not hungry anymore, your character does the work for yourself instead of you doing the work. You can go ahead and say anything you want. Yeah, you can go ahead and get that backlash, but at that point in their career, bad publicity and good publicity is going to work very well in their benefit because their name is getting talked about all the time. For people like us, that's going to end our career because we have no merit. We're just nobodies until we finally get our feet through the door. So, at that point, honestly, just, keep quiet. Don't even talk about anything like that, and just do what you love doing.
I'll tell you guys,
stick to that.
I'll tell you guys why it freaks me out so much. Because I wonder where it stops. Because what I'm afraid of is that one day, one of them is going to get something I said online or a picture I've taken or something, and they're going to show my mother. And that's a step too damn far. That's a step way too far. That's taking it way out of, that's worse than doxing. So, I'll, you showed my mom. Are you serious? Okay. All right. I see how it is. I probably will be really upset too. Son of a bitch showed my mom. We're going to look. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. Say again.
It would be like Minority Report if that was happening.
Yeah. Just telling on you. Did you see what your son said online at 10:57? What? Yeah, so I didn't mean it that way. I was having fun. Echoes of the Triumphant number 0 through 2. The much anticipated Echoes of Triumphant number 2 is finally here, and you just launched it.
Yeah, I just launched it at 9 o'clock, pretty much.
At 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
So you've got a couple. So you got right now $5.90 is your goal, and we're happy to see those. Let me play the video real quick. So we've got your campaign of Echoes of Triumph, and you're going to be here with us because this is, a launch party for you. So you'll be with us for a while. Echoes of Triumph. This is number 2 because you've done number 1. It seems that the art is, like the art seems a little bit different. The color seems a little more vibrant and richer than the first one.
Yeah, just over this past couple, I teamed up with Jared Bazina, and he really improved over this past a couple of years. Him and I were pretty young. We're just in the early phases of our careers. So the two of us we grew pretty exponentially just over this past year.
Yeah, the colors look completely different. I mean, you can tell that there's been some advances in how things were done from the first one. Looks pretty good. Now you are there's the first one right there. It goes to Triumphant. And you guys are coming back for the second one and the third and the fourth. Because I do know that there's no way you're gonna kill your hero on this one, especially this big lion creature here, which I gotta tell you, freaks me out. Because that lion, I do not like big furry humanoid beast. Werewolves especially. Never was a big fan of Golden from Power Rangers because I wasn't sure what the hell he was. He's like a gorilla wolf monkey with gold wings, and I did not like it. It freaked me out. This creature here is even more terrifying. He's got glowing eyes. You gotta let us know. I mean, you said, will he survive? Pat, you wouldn't kill your main character, would you?
No, not really. I mean, I tried to, you gotta have a hook in your video, but, he definitely, he's not, maybe he's not gonna get killed, but that doesn't really mean that, the protagonist is gonna succeed, so, yeah.
I believe that, I don't make you kill him. I don't think you can, but I do believe that you, definitely take us on some type of emotional roller coaster. Real quick though, we're gonna come back to it because I want to make sure that people know about it. Well, to make sure you put that out everywhere.
I shared it everywhere. That's what I was doing.
Before I know that we have to get Alan out of here at some point, and we need to get Alan and Will out of here. But I want to bring up real quick Hocus Pocus. How long is the video? Let me play it real quick. Yeah. Focus. Yeah.
Hocus, the greatest magician the world has ever known. Such amazing feats. A captive audience. But it wasn't always so, was it? We had a deal, Mr. Hocus. Don't forget who made you. Hocus.
I love it. I love that intro. I love that video. That's cool. Sorry about that. Let me go back to it. Now that's Pocus Hocus. I'm sorry, I said Hocus Pocus.
No, listen, we get it. Our brains are now trained to say Pocus Hocus. So if we hear Hocus Pocus, it just sounds weird.
Yeah, it's it's one of those that we totally understand. We're just on the opposite side of the the opposite side of the aisle. But yeah, every time we try to say Hocus Pocus now, it's like, wait a second, get tongue tied.
It looks really good. I like that cover, man. That's how many pages are we talking here?
This issue is 28 pages. The other ones are, I think we just keep going up. The first one was about 21, and then issue 2 was around 24, 25, and then now this one's 28. And Will and I were working on the script for 4 right now, so we have a seamless transition to the next one. And this one's projecting to be, Will, what do you think, about 30-some pages?
Yeah, I would say my guess is probably between 30 and 32.
Yeah.
There's some stretch goals. Ivan Cupid magnet, and the Emily Devil print, which I like the Cupid here. It really reminds
Yeah,
me.
that's Pocus's butler, Ivan. So, and we were trying to fit with the Valentine's Day theme of having Ivan as Cupid and then his assistant as a devil.
It reminds me of Lola's grandfather. Cupid, he does. Preview pages, which I like. When people can do black and white art and do gray tones, and you still see color. I don't know if that makes sense to anybody. Like, I can still see color there. I know what colors are being represented, even in the grays. It's the weirdest shit, but I like it. And this, the pink bunny obviously is like I can tell what color these characters was in my mind anyway. It's weird. Maybe I'm just a weird artist, but this looks really good, guys. Lola's,
eye for detail. That's really cool.
Yeah. I see things I'm gonna steal already, like the red panel borders. I'm stealing that for my comic automatically.
Alan and I were just going on the other day about just how stunned we were with Jason's work on those pages specifically, like with the red, and I mean all of his work's amazing, but those are just really incredible.
There's something else he did here that a friend of mine, Jeremy Treese, does. Those balloons aren't 100% circles, and I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
our letterer, Dave Lentz, he definitely knocked it out of the park. So anytime there's anything magical on screen, that's when we have our burst of color. So everything that's in black and white isn't magic. So, and we try to really marry that. So with this issue, we're actually going to hell. So in the next page, you actually kind of get to see that, we have our hellscape, that we finally get to just our big wow moment.
Yeah. Well, this looks nothing like Detroit.
The short is actually taken from, it's kind of a combination of just issues 1 and 2, just so that way we can kind of put a little trailer together, just so you kind of know where we're going with this.
Right.
The trailer was awesome. And then it's like here, the special promotion. So if you back Bearskin on Kickstarter plus Hocus Hocus, you get an exclusive ash can of Ragnarok.
Yeah, Ragnarok is a new book coming out from Bad Bug. This one is about an Asgardian rock band that got kicked out of Asgard because their music sucked. So they got sent to Midgard, which is Earth. And it's the only place that will accept their music.
That one's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun. I'm really excited for it.
Yeah.
There's a digital version, $5. So our international listeners who'll be listening on Indie World Radio in a couple hours, you guys can get the internet. You can get the digital version. Remember, like I always say, PDFs go everywhere. Even though
we ship international too. So
right.
But PDFs obviously don't have the international shipping.
Yeah, because people complain like, oh man, I can't pay the shipping, or oh, my country won't allow it in. PDFs can go in, guys. Just saying. And they're affordable. Look at that, $5 for PDF, $10 for physical copy. So it's affordable. This isn't like they're not asking, $45 for a, you get cover A and the PDF for $10. I mean, that's $5 per, issue. I would go over there and get it. $12 for the cover B in the PDF. And cover C. I know you guys are, cover D is adorable.
We're very happy with how everything turned out.
With
everything we had so far.
Can't go wrong with Horace.
Yeah.
It's purple, adorable, death for all. Oh, it's cute.
Fun for the whole family.
Yeah, I might have to get everything. Look at that. Is that everything? Oh, that's the.
Yeah, so that's our Kit starter. Kit Wallace is such an amazing artist, and he's done covers for us for issues 1, 2, and 3. So we went ahead and just put all of his stuff together, and we think we're funny. So we decided to try to make a pun off of Kickstarter. So we have the Kit starter because we're mature.
And then, look at the shirt. Oh man, you guys are gonna have Lola buy a bunch of stuff. Let's see this now.
No, I was gonna ask them. Do you offer tank tops?
Do we offer? Not yet. We actually we started diving into like different stuff, and we did talk about tank tops at one point. We try to do something with each campaign, so we have dice bags in this one. So we just try to just do something a little different. But tank tops is a really good idea.
Yeah,
it's hard for me to wear a t-shirt. That's why I
Gotcha.
asked. I really want the bunny T-shirt, but I can't wear a T-shirt because of these.
Especially, we'll pester Will and Alan about a tank top. Maybe a one-up just for you.
There
How
you go.
about that? We'll pester them about it.
Issue
Yeah,
4.
folks, I know they got to get out of here, but we're going to put the link in the chat, and we're going to put I'll put the description in the video, the link in the description of the video. There's a game, get magic wands. You know how you love those magic wands, folks. There you go.
There you go.
I say that because I know someone who's got like all the Harry Potter wands, and I find out they're blind bag. Like you don't know which one you're getting.
Yeah.
So I'm like, you know which one you're gonna get here. Go ahead, sign up. You can go over there, guys. You have, because I know they got to get out of here. They got another show they got to go on. You have just a couple days left, but 22 days left to go over there. They've already passed their goal. Their goal was $3,000. They're at $4,347. So go over there and get this book. It looks a lot of fun. I'm gonna back it right after the show.
Well, yeah, thanks, man. We appreciate that.
Yeah, that's
obviously, it's one of those things that this is our first comic book series that we've made, and we just appreciate all the support from everybody and the indie community. You guys have been incredible.
This looks good. I like it. Where can you be found before you both get out of here? I know you got to go. So
Yeah, you can find me on Twitter. I'm at Chaps of Fury. And then we also have pocushocuscomic@gmail.com, which is directly linked to the Kickstarter. And Will, where can they find your beautiful self?
Yes, you can find me on Instagram at willrad82, and you can check out my film and video work at vimeo.com/willrad, WILLRAD.
very good. Thank you guys for coming on. I want to get you guys back on Breakfast Buzz so we can actually talk a bit more about your project, how you guys came together to work on. Breakfast Buzz show it's a morning show though. It's at 9 a.m.
Oh,
Eastern Standard Time. I don't know if you guys will be up or awake, but
Definitely, I'm an early riser.
yeah, I'll have Lola get in touch with you about it.
Yeah, great.
I'm not sure if we're gonna do one this week because we're getting hit with a bunch of snowstorms. So it just started right now. So yeah. But thank you guys for coming on. We appreciate it. And enjoy your other show. Tell them that I hate them because they're taking you guys away.
I will. Don't worry. We'll lead with that.
All right.
All right. Thank you guys so much for everything.
Thank you. Thanks, guys.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.
All right. There we go. Sorry about that. Yeah, I'm sorry. I forgot they had to leave early, and I bringing up campaigns and everything. We've been joined by Mr. Pops Van Zant. Hello, Pops.
What's up?
Yeah, I know you were in the green room for a second. I'm like, I'll bring Pops in, but I kept clicking. It wasn't loading, and then finally it did. So you're here now. Thank you.
We're catching that same ship you're catching, bro. Might not be on tomorrow.
Yeah. Yeah. The snow here.
2 feet.
2 feet? Yeah. They canceled they canceled all the schools.
Yeah.
Schools canceled. It's gonna be one of those things.
Yeah, I was talking to my son about he's talking about going to work tomorrow, and I was like, we ain't even talking about putting the snowplows out until after 7. He's right. He goes to work at 4:20. You know, that's kind of stupid, but that is what time he leaves in the morning.
Nice.
He's well, you know, I mean, he's got to get there. You know, he's got to get to work, and I personally would not go out there.
I just told him be careful. You gotta go driving that.
Yeah, I'm not that.
Take a survival kit. Take warm stuff, in case you get stranded, and charge that cell phone up tonight.
I was gonna say 2 feet of snow is nothing for Canadians.
Well, I mean, I'm from Minneapolis. I mean, I can remember snow, but for here, it's like if they're not even going to put the snowplows out until 7, that means, he's going to have to deal with snow and, 10, 12, 14 inches. You got to drive in that stuff when there's no plow out there. You got to hope a lot of other people out there before you, and at that time of morning, that's probably not how it's going to be.
Listen, there's the city here called Chelsea. And the news got rather pornographic today, guys. He told me, yeah, tonight Chelsea is expecting 9 inches. I said, good for her. Good for her. Um, then I realized they weren't talking about horrible, horrible.
It's supposed to snow all the way to next Monday.
All the way to next Monday, huh?
That's what it's giving me so far. Yeah.
Thanks. Let's take a look at another campaign here. But before I do, I told everybody about the 31,500 campaign.
Oh,
the guys asking for that with no art. We're gonna begin production in June, and everyone's kind of like, yeah, man, that's a big ask, but maybe you could do it. More power to you. You weren't so kind when I told you this morning about it.
it's just like, man, if nobody knows who you are and you're not out there trying to make a presence, that's. I mean, we can't sell the book for you. We can tell everybody about it. We can tell the whole world about it, but you got to come out here and sell that book. We got to know who you are,
Zach, he's one of the people that I was going to put you in touch with.
Yeah.
Getting him on the show? Yeah. Pops has a show where he'll go out and promote your book and promote you to the ends of the earth, to the point where you'll.
I've been involved in those far-reaching campaigns, and depending on who it is and what kind of a social media presence they have, pretty much decides whether or not those campaigns succeed.
Well, you'll like this one, Pops. I'm gonna play the video here.
Oh no!
Whose book is this?
That's mine, man.
Who is it?
Exactly.
Let's see. Uncouple the umbilical resupply connect ports to the secondary external support to reconnect to the auxiliary fusion generator. You do realize it was only a few short months ago I was chopping down trees and hunting Terran fish. Excuses. The damage we sustained is critical. If it isn't repaired, a complete structural failure will occur within 5 standard Terran cycles. Yeah.
Oh, this is your book, huh?
Isn't there some kind of automatronic system, plutonium space modulator, something that can fix this? I'm getting the feeling you just don't want to put in the work. Feeling? I thought you don't have. How is that possible? Oh, hey, didn't see you there. That was kind of rude of me. It's been a while, huh? Well, as you can tell, we are in a bit of a jam. We're going to be here for a while, and I definitely don't want to bore you. So, how about some stories? I'm still new to this explorer thing, but I've run into some pretty interesting characters, to say the least. So, while I'm straining my Sonderberries working on this ship. Anyways, let me thrill you with some tales of action, adventure, mystery, and suspense. Welcome to Voyage 2.
Oh, it gets even better.
Okay, I'm checking this out.
Hmm?
I'm looking at this. I know some of these people. I know Nick Capone. I know some of these people. Okay, so it's not like there's not a social media presence to build off of with this. I know some of the people involved in this. So,
Pops, you had me on the show before.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
So Lord has to get you again.
You got to remember, man, I look at 100 freaking campaigns a week. Shit, man. It is impossible for me to remember everybody and put a face to every campaign. I'm serious. I wish I still had that kind of mental capacity. But, it's like, no, man. Look, you got a lot of good people involved in this. Where was this sign-up campaign?
We just launched today at 12 p.m.
Right. Was there a sign up campaign leading up to it?
We had a pre-launch, and I tried to do the best I can. But when you have a day job, it takes a lot of hours. You got to do a lot of editing. Sometimes you lose track of time.
Yeah, I don't remember seeing the pre-launch page to
No,
talk about it. You see what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
that is a real important part of any campaign. But yeah, look, you got Eddie Rios, you got some cool ass people involved in this campaign. There's no reason that this one can't do it if all those people are telling everybody they're involved in it and everybody's pitching in on the promotion. You know what I mean? I mean that's it. Self promotion is a huge part of all this indie comic stuff. You guys all realize that.
Oh
You
yeah.
know? I mean, everybody involved in the anthology we're doing is out there talking about it. It's still 2 months from launch. You know, I mean, it's a huge part of what you do right after doing the art and putting together this book is promoting it.
You can see the now these are now I'm friends with a lot of people who go to Cuba. Well, I say friends, but associates. A lot of people go to the Cuba school, and I run into. Matter of fact, I have some Cuba correspondence courses, because I'm being very lazy and not doing them. I'm like, I'll get around to them, but the problem is I know I have to send them in, and last thing I want is Zachary like Varian's work. I'll get his. I'll grade his. Don't worry. Gives me a couple negative scores, or he finds out that I'm shy about drawing feathers.
No,
Draw more
you
feathers,
just
Varian.
launched this. Look, we got
great.
all February. We got all February pretty much open for scheduling for people to be on the show. And CromCon at the end of the month. You know what's up, Zach? You got to grab a spot at CromCon. Man. You got to.
Oh yeah, I would love to come on again. You know, honestly, dude, there's a lot of good things we got into this book. Like we brought back, I was able to get Michael Kreger on this book with his character from Dark Horse Presents Zone. I was able to go ahead and get Chris Campagna to do the Dust Jacket cover. I mean, we got, was it 16 stories, a 200-page hardcover book with the Dust Jacket. Dude, we got like desktop screen savers, we got T-shirts, we have, digital bundles, commissions.
Oh, see, Sam shared that in the group today. I knew I'd just seen that logo. Yeah, see, you're gonna get played, man. You got people talking about it. Sam's a big fan of Nick. Obviously, Nick did Reign of Ages.
Oh yeah, actually, it's funny you say that. There's something big cooking up for Reign of Ages and Sonderon later this year. Can't say no more, but something big coming.
That's okay. Sam will tell me everything. I'm in the in crowd when it comes to the 47 Furious Tales and Sinopa Publishing. I love
there's a bunch of different stuff you have here. You've got some commissions, some I think some other
this is gonna be
T-shirts.
Fun. Get out there and talk about it, bro. You know what's up.
Yeah, I mean, you got a lot of cool stuff in this campaign. Are you let's see here. Oh, now you're shipping. Let me see. I'm just gonna look at shipping only United States, so no worldwide shipping. It doesn't look like, but
it's very tough right now. International, they're charging way overpriced, like $75. I think it was for like the UK or something like that. And it's just like, dude, it's impossible. No one's gonna pay that, honestly.
Do you know R.J. Carter?
Mm-hmm.
Critical Blast. I think he was in the chat earlier.
Critical Blast. He was here.
He does. There you go. That guy
was here.
Talk to him, man. He's building an empire around shipping and logistics and fulfillment and whatnot.
I'll say this: I don't I just sent a package off. Just the second time I have to resend that package to Russ. I sent Russ some stuff, and it's a 40-pound box, Russ Leach, and the first time I sent it, it was around 180. I sent it again, and it's 209 now.
Oh my god!
To send it to the UK, and I'm like, "Are you?" But it's a 40-pound box, so I mean, I get why it might be so expensive. Funny thing is, I went to UPS. I'm like, "Hey guys, how much to send this while I'm here?" And they wait, and they're like, "Yeah, 606 was it? Well, $607. $607 to send it to the UK through UPS. And I
See,
was
that's
like,
why I
nah,
got
like,
RJ handling my fulfillment, bro.
yeah,
No headaches for me. I'm just gonna be over here talking about my book. Going, RJ's got it. You know?
the art here looks good. I see the standee. Is this standee available? Can you get one? Can we order one?
I actually got it for the Kickstarter video. I didn't, you're the first person to even ask me that, so
You gotta put it.
that could be an option. I could totally do something like that.
You
Honestly,
gotta have the whole team sign it and make a tier, dude. You know,
I could do that. That'd be. I don't think that'd be an issue.
I ask because at some point, probably this year, we are going to move Indie Vote into a studio setting, and I was thinking like all the stuff that I've kept from Indie Comics, a lot of the specialized boxes and stuff. I would love to decorate the set with.
That would
And
be cool.
Tropical Magics. Is that Pedro?
Where do you see
Tropical Magics? That Pedro?
Yeah, it is Pedro.
Yeah. Now this particular account you got, and this is where you post shows you've been on. So that's pretty cool.
Every single podcast I go on, I go ahead and I post a show on just so I can go ahead and hype you guys up as well. I feel like that's important. It's a give and take.
It is very,
very much so. Very much so.
I know podcasters have to appreciate it. Now, let's talk a bit because we talked earlier about this. We weren't talking about you. We're talking, but you have a pretty high goal too. Your goal is $24,990.
Yes.
But you got a lot of talent on this book.
200 pages.
200 pages. Yeah. Yeah, this is not a 50-page book. This is a 200-page book.
It costs some money to print this thing.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So is this... And this is Kickstarter, so Kickstarter's all or nothing, right, Pops?
Yeah.
So you got 29 days to make this. And you still got. You made 1,200. I remember we talked to Lola earlier. You did pretty well. You made 1,200 in the first go around. Your first day. It's not bad. That's pretty good.
First day without a lot of people knowing about it.
Yeah.
I'm very critical of myself, so I still see that as kind of like I could do a lot better. On the first day, I thought I was going to raise a lot more. I'm trying to do the best I can. So, I still got to push on everyone to go ahead and keep promoting. I got to go ahead and hit up more people from podcasts, and vice versa. Hit up retailer stores.
The product looks good. I'm looking at the artwork. Another one I'm gonna have to back. Damn it, Lola. Keep bringing on good books. I like a crappy one from time to time, so I don't have to back it. But
I will say, man, you gotta watch the rest of the video, man. It is just so funny because, just seeing the mask move when I made that mask and just having it work so well on my instructor's face, it was just beautiful.
Give it a try. Let's take a look at it for a bit.
It's your favorite purple commitment, Sonderon. I know it's been a while since our last adventure. You're probably wondering why I'm in this snowsuit. Because Earth is cold. Well, today I have a very special treat for all you Voyagers at home, and also some exciting news on my next thrilling adventure. I'm bringing you a cosmic menagerie of epic proportions. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. They say big things start with small beginnings. And before I was traversing the cosmic causeway, I was but a small, insignificant little speck of an idea in the mind of a young man here on planet Earth. That young man's name is Zachary Royce. Today, after all these years, I finally get to meet that young man. We sure have been on a lot of adventures since the years you created me. Yep, a lot of adventures. Let's tell the viewers about some of the adventures we've been on, especially Voyage Book 1 and Voyage The Call. So, that brings us to why we are here today. I'm excited to announce the next chapter in Dwarf Star Comics publishing history. Voyage, Book 2, Melting Pot.
That's right.
A collection and celebration of short stories and art from some of today's talented and up-and-coming storytellers.
So Voyage Book 1, that book was made when I was in the second year at the Cubert School. I did that with about 23, 21 Cubert School students. The story that you were in, you were actually, I don't know if you remember this, but you were up against the Dixarian mob. You helped free Italia. But in Voyage...
love those guys.
Yeah, right. In Voyage the Call, though that one was pretty much where you were having your endless nights not sleeping, and you were going up against, like, you know, this demon within. So you had to go to this dead space, so to speak, and it like transported you to this dimensional demon. And that was like Voyage to Call. That book was supposed to be for Inktober, but I decided to go ahead and make that into a Kickstarter, which funded for Voyage Melting Pot. That one is supposed to be a sequel to the first Voyage anthology. This one's going to have 23 other Cubert School students. And, you know, it's pretty much going to be the same premise as the first book, only you're more of the host in this book.
Will there be any scratch and sniff?
Do you know how expensive that is? Like,
just a thought.
That's probably a few grand just to add in. Like, the goal itself is $25,000.
So, it sounds like this book is on track to outdo the first anthology. How could fans get their hands on it?
The only way for fans to get their hands on it is to go ahead and pledge as a backer on Kickstarter.
Kickstarter. Interesting. I would assume there's also some extra goodies fans can get a hold of with their pledges.
That's right.
Well, it sounds like it's a phenomenal project with a wide variety of eclectic characters and fantastic stories. Hopefully, you'll be a little kinder to me this time around. Like no dismemberments. All right, that's enough.
I gotta say, like, I think that's pretty much it. I said that all there. I said everything that I needed to say. I hope people back this book.
And with that, I think it's time to get out of this snowsuit. My sounder berries are sweating. I want to thank Zach for stopping by and giving us a peek into Dwarf Star Comics' new anthology, Voyage Book 2, Melting Pot. Make sure to pledge and support the book on your favorite purple Tibetan Sandaram. And I'll see you amongst the stars.
I like.
How far will you go for the adventure?
How far will you go for the adventure?
How far will you go for the
How far will you go for the adventure?
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 How far would you go?
Who are these people?
These are the team.
How far will you go for the adventure?
And they're all people working on the comic, I assume.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Oh, nice.
How far will you go for the adventure? How far will you go for the adventure?
How far will you go for the adventure?
I will do anything for adventure.
How far will you go?
Man. That's the Kickstarter video.
You don't mind if I steal that part of your video, do you?
Nah, I don't mind at all.
All right.
I was looking at that, and you could tell some people who were, with their lines, they were like, I don't know if I want to do this. They were like, how far?
Yeah.
For a Klondike bar.
I only said that because I'm doing an anthology too, and I thought that was really cool. I'll get all my artists to do something like that too.
I just feel like it's very important to go ahead and show everyone the team that's behind the book.
Yep, exactly.
It looks good. That's the Voyage Anthology 2 Melting Pot over on Kickstarter, folks. The link will be in the description and the link is in the chat. Go over there, check this book out. Got a long way to go, but 29 days left to get there. So he's got a lot of time. 29 backers 29 days.
I
All
just
signs
dropped it
point to
in
this,
Madness and up on Twitter. So
and I'll be in there. I'll be one of the backers. I guarantee it. So
Thank you.
yeah, we're gonna get this. We're gonna try to get this funded, especially because I'm a big fan of the Kubert School. Like I said, I got those correspondence courses. Every time I'm at a con and their Kubert School is there, I go talk to the folks that are there, and they started. They bring freebies. I don't know if you guys know that. Like they bring like art, like free prints, from students and keychains and all types of other cool stuff. I love it. It's really cool. Let's take a look again at the man who launched tonight. Go take a look at Echoes of the Triumphant by Mr. Pat. And it's freaking growing. There is 3 backers, $46, $509 go. He's got 44 days left to go.
Aren't you going to be on my show Monday?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
It's the 7th. It's the 7th, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Someday, yeah.
Now, Pat, this is your 4th thing you've created. This is your 4th.
That's right.
Your 4th campaign. So you've got them. You've got campaigns behind you. You fulfilled them all. So there's no fear in that you're gonna not fulfill. We know you're gonna get these out. Are you this particular book? Are you looking forward to this one the most? Because you seem really excited about it when you first start talking about it. You seem very excited. Is this like, as far as this series goes? I know it's only it's the 3rd issue now, or 0 to 2. So I count 0. Are you more excited about this one than the other ones, or is this issue?
I'd say so. Like I said earlier, like my artist just went through a really huge improvement. As you can see there on the pages, everything's a lot more vibrant. Everything has a lot more personality to it, and
right.
It's really amazing to see. And in the first issue, things get off to a solid start, and I was worried about how people would react to it, because I was worried that there'd be too much exposition in it. But I got some positive feedback from it, so I'm really happy about issue number 2, because I'm not held back by talking about exposition at all. I can really get along with the story and the character developments, and yeah. So I think the interesting thing about this story is that the protagonist, Adrian, he, in this issue especially, he pretty much creates his own villains. He's very much driven by his pride. He he lies, he cheats, he steals all the time, and yeah, he's just his character flaw kind of moves the story a lot, and it's just pretty entertaining to see somebody somebody who's really dysfunctional in a story. So yeah.
Very cool.
So
and go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was just gonna say that's like Eddie Guerrero, lies, cheats, and steals.
Yeah. Good old Eddie.
Yeah.
God bless him. Again, I mean, the art here, and your artist is coming to his own. I want to tell you, I almost like his black and I like his black and white stuff almost more than the colored version. Like, that looks cool, but there's so much detail he put in here. See what I'm saying?
Yeah. Sometimes colors wipe the lines. You guys know that. Sometimes colors wipe the line work, and some line work needs to. That's why a lot of people are doing both a black and white and colored version of their books now, making a black and white book available, because a lot of people want to see that line art.
There's like these little details in this character that's been designed that you lose up here. Like, you don't see, like, they're there, but
it washes out the line work. Sometimes color does that. Sometimes the art's too good to let it be done.
We're gonna give Pat a heart attack if we don't want to. He's like, I gotta take it back to the.
Do you have a black and white version available?
I know, I'm gonna be having a black and white version available for the third issue, but I'm not sure if my artist has those on file, so I'll have to ask him.
Does your artist do this digitally or is it all physical?
I'm pretty sure it's all digital. Yeah.
Yeah, that one page is gorgeous. I mean, that's a pretty cool page. I like it. I like that character's design. See, Dominic Mercier is on there now. Dominic is a friend of the show. Definitely someone who supports indie comics and indie Vogue. But yeah, I mean, again, let's see how your artist and you let him know from us that he's growing as an artist. I mean, I think in 3 years he's gonna be unrecognizable in terms of his talent. That door right there has got me second guessing the door I drew. Like I'm gonna go ahead and redo that roll up door that I did. He's put the gate and roll up there. You as an artist, Dan, do you get that way? You see someone they drawn something and you're like, I could have did better on that one that I did. Let me go back here and fix this page up.
Yeah, definitely.
See, I'm horrible. How about you, Zach? Do you ever went back and changed something because a classmate did it better?
I
Tell truth.
Yeah, I'll do that a few times. I can't lie.
I know I haven't, and I tell this funny story. Well, it's funny to me, but I have this scene where this guy he has wings and he's getting beat up, and I had he's laying on his back, his rings are curled around him, there's feathers everywhere, and Randy says, "Those are nice leaves," and I said, "Those aren't leaves, those are feathers." And he says, and he looks, he says, "Have you ever seen a feather, buddy?" And I'm like, that's not a feather. I'll show you how to draw a feather. And I was talking to, we were online, and I was talking to C. Michael Lanning on Messenger in the thread. And he says, we weren't on Messenger, we were on the thread. And he says, that's what's missing, because I had shown a picture of the old bullpen I had set up when I had an office. And he said, some artists look over and say, "Hey, that sucks. Let me show you how to draw that." And that's what we kind of need. I miss that. I miss someone looking over my shoulder saying, "Hey, that sucks. You don't know what you're doing. Let me draw that for you. Let me show you how that's drawn." So we really need that, I think, as artists. It helps build that thick skin up. And that's why I imagine being in a school like Hubert would actually be beneficial for an artist, because everyone around you is so talented and so good that you just, you're constantly trying to up your game.
At the same time, you got some people that just can't take criticism either. So you got, it's like stepping through a minefield of who you can and cannot talk to about, shit like that. I mean, me, I don't review comics. I don't critique art. I just don't do it. I hype what everybody does. I want everybody to get seen, noticed, and sell some books. So I stay away from that part of it.
I have a very strong opinion towards that. It's like, if you can't take the heat, then why are you trying to enter an industry where you
exactly
asking
it's
for
true.
You want like a certain answer that you expect? I'm like, bro, like that's not how it's gonna work. So,
you gotta put in the work. You got to put in the work in this, man. You got to. That's the biggest thing I try to tell people. No matter what it is, I mean, when you take these on like by yourself, you got to wear all them hats. Promoter, you got to do fulfillment, logistics, shipping and receiving. You got to do customer service, quality control, all of it. It's a lot of work. Some people don't realize how much work it really is, because especially if you're somebody with a regular job, and then you come home and you only got so much time to art, and so much time to promote, and so much time to interact with your fans. And it's like, I mean, that's part of why I do what I do. I'm sure that's part of why Varian does this, is to help give a platform for everybody to be seen. But I mean, some of it's great, man. I watched some of these people progress over the couple years that I've been doing this, man. Their art's getting so much better, and they're coming out stronger with another book, and it's like, man, that's the stuff I like to see.
This artist, the artist on this book here, you mark my words, in a few short years, he's gonna be a problem. We're all gonna have to up our game a bit more, because I'm just looking at stuff he's doing.
Is he like Noah?
Yeah. He's gonna. gonna be an issue in a couple years. It's gonna be like, damn, he's back here.
Noah's gonna be McFarlane at 20. Man, I ain't even lying. That kid is freaking amazing.
Pat, this looks great, and again, I know Lola and I'll have it back at some point.
I already did.
Oh, did you? Okay.
And I've been sharing it everywhere for you.
Yeah, you know what? And Pat, the colors, like again, this page is cool, but look at the detail in that lion. Look at that. The detail in his face. Oh, it's gorgeous. I'm sorry.
I definitely appreciate everything you did. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks really good. It looks really good. Folks, that is Pat Murphy's newest installment of Echoes of the Triumphant 0 through 2. Again, now Pat, you don't have any PDFs, do you?
I have a couple there.
PDF there? I didn't see it. Oh, there, digital. Yep, there we go.
Digital,
you have the digital. Again, folks, that goes everywhere. Plus, you can get the digital bundle in the backer credits, and you can get the print bundle. Only certain countries, though. And so you have to go in there and find out if your country is one of them.
Canada, US, and UK.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Again, folks, go over there and check it out. We're going to keep a look at it. 85 he's up to of his 590 goal. So we're going to definitely check back in and check this out. I think it's a pretty cool book. I got a question for you guys though from Indie Vote Radio. We're gonna look at Dan's book next, but check this out, guys. Convention horror story. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna read this here, and this is from Hammond. Hammond C. So Hammond C writes in, and he's actually been in the chat before at Indie Vote on Indie Vote Livewire. Normally, actually, he's been in the chat doing the Breakfast Buzz. He wrote in, and I'm sorry if I'm not reading this on the Breakfast Buzz, Hammond. I apologize, but here's the situation. I was invited to a Comic-Con. I'm saying a Comic-Con because I don't want to put the Comic-Con out there, guys. I try to be somewhat diplomatic until I know for sure what's happened. I was invited to be a special guest, and they gave me 3 free tables and put me in a hotel. Everything was going great until Saturday night when I got back to my hotel room. However, I did not notice until Sunday morning anything was missing. Hundreds of pages of my original art and materials were gone, missing by who I could only assume was the cleaning crew. And I guess he's assuming this because the cleaning crew are typically the only people in hotels who usually have access to your room.
It's true.
So he's blaming the cleaning crew. I went to the convention promoter to complain as my art and materials were missing, and I was brushed off. Now this is where it gets teary-eyed, guys. This is where you're gonna laugh. So he's decided he's going to sue the convention promoter. Because the convention promoter, but I read it, the convention promoter put me in that hotel, which I would not have gone to and had my stuff stolen if he had not put me there. He naturally has to assume protection of my goods and welfare since he put me in the hotel. That's necessarily true, but okay, whatever. So his stuff is gone. And now the convention promoter has actually banned me from attending his show, even if I decide to pay. Well, duh. But you sued him, Hammond. I mean, that's what happens when he's not gonna let you come to his show.
Why would you want to go back to his show anyway if he's at fault for you losing your stuff?
I feel like there's something that's not being said. There's a component missing because if you're trying to go back to the show, like I don't know, that just doesn't make sense.
I could say, like, if you come at the king, you better not miss. And he tried to sue the convention owner, and he missed, and that's why he got banned. That's like how stuff works, whether he's in the right or the wrong.
Hundreds of pieces of artwork, art materials. I mean, like, if someone stole my Copics, I'd be pretty pissed. I probably got a couple $100 for Copics. I tend not taking the shows anymore, though, just because I fear that happening. Lola and I had someone staying with us for a minute, and when they were leaving, their purse tipped over, and out rolled about, would you say about 5 kopecks, Lola? 5 kopecks of mine just rolled out of their purse, like, oops, I was using those. Sorry. Like, get out. Yeah. It was like, and yeah, I was like, yeah, you were using them. Sure you were. Get out. They also had several of my Funko or Lola's Funko Pops in the car. I got those out too. Oh, I don't know how those got in my car. I do. You're a thief.
Klepto.
Yeah, I gotta say, is it the I wish Mark Hodges was here because is it the convention promoters? Like, if they put you up in a hotel, is it their responsibility to make sure that you're safe? I mean, if I go up there and get drunk and decide I'm gonna take a header off the damn balcony, that's not their fault. If I go to PopsCon and I do something stupid in my room, should Pops be held accountable for it? Like, I'm not gonna say that, but I was gonna.
Well, this has always been an issue for me. It's like, first off, if you're going to be setting up a con and having people go to a hotel, hopefully it's a reputable hotel.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, hopefully you're not putting them up at the crackhead fucking Motel 6, right? I'm serious.
Yeah.
Here. I mean, what level of what type of hotel are we talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Was it a 4 or 5 star, or was it on the freeway? I mean,
Yep, those are terrible. I've been in those.
I joke with Dread Dinosaur because he'll tell me, he'll be like, hey, we were driving, we're coming back from, I forget which con it was, and Eric got tired, and I don't get tired when I'm driving. Like, I can drive all night. Like, I drove from South Dakota to Michigan nonstop overnight. And I got back home, damn it. But Eric was like, we'll stop at this hotel I know of. And let me tell you, when I got the room, first of all, I knew something was amiss when the guy handed me a key. I know I'm fairly young. I'm not that young, but I've never gone to a hotel for key. Like, they've all had key cards.
Mm-hmm.
So when this guy handed me the key with the big keychain, I'm like, what the hell is this? And the guy kept calling him Eric, my boss. Too. Like, your boss went into his room. Your boss is gone already. I'm like, what? He's not my boss. Why do you think he's my boss? Whatever. So see, passing that shit is funny. So
Barry calling him out.
So I remember going to the room and just thinking, like, oh my gosh, I'm sleeping on top of the sheets. Like, I am not going to bed in here. And I slept on top of the sheets. I would not use the bathroom. I peed. That's it. Anything else was not happening. It was the place, like, the place was disgusting.
What I'm talking about?
Yeah, the place was disgusting.
We don't know what kind of hotel dude was in it.
Yeah, so I mean, but I don't think it's the convention promoter's fault. Pat, would you sue the convention promoter?
I guess it's like you just have to look at what's in the contract, right? Because like they always get you with the contracts. So I don't know. Like if he doesn't have that, I don't know. If nothing's written down on paper, I don't think like he could do a good job like suing him.
Not only that, but any real hotel has security cameras in the hallway. They see him walking out with that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so.
I'm gonna sue.
Are they a hotel crackhead, or are they like a real hotel?
I've got bed bugs at your hotel. I'm gonna sue. Look, I went to here's the problem, guys. I'll tell you again. This is me not being not understanding how hotels work. I went to we were in Cleveland or Columbus, one of them, and my card would not work because they had froze it because we're out of town, and they were like, I forgot to call and let them know, hey, I'm out of town, be doing some traveling, I'll be checking in from different states. Well, what they did was they froze my card and I couldn't get into my hotel. So in the parking lot of my hotel, well, off in the distance is another hotel. It's a Red Roof Plus. So I'm like, well, look, I just want to sleep. Well, I pay for this Red Roof Plus. It's like $89. And I walk into the room, and the room is spotless. It smells clean. It's clean. And it's really nice. And I'm like, wait a minute. What's going on here? Okay. So we stay there and we enjoy ourselves and we do the con and everything's fine. Well, that was a Red Roof Plus. Keep in mind the word plus. That ain't regular Red Roof, because I took my black ass to a regular Red Roof the next year, and
Mojo crackhead.
Yeah, and I'm like, what happened? And so I'm thinking, I thought, well, just that Red Roof. I went to another one. It was the same exact way. So I've since learned that if you stay at a Red Roof, make sure it's a Red Roof Plus, because regular Red Roof is not gonna cut it. Those are
big difference.
Yeah, there's some nasty places. Don't go there. Stay where you're at. Now, Dan, you, sir, have a
Yeah.
You have 120 page psychedelic fantasy manga. Should I play the video for you? You want me to play the? Some people don't want me to play the video, so that's why I ask now.
Yeah, play the video. That'll work. Yeah, I think it's just music. So there it is, the video. I think I got to redo it for when I relaunched this on Kickstarter, because it doesn't make it really clear what the story is about. But so this is the third volume of the story. It's a fantasy set in Iron Age Ireland. It's about a bard gets sent to a town that never heard music before. It's inspired a lot by like shonen manga like Hunter x Hunter, Asterix and Obelisk. Just like old school fantasy stories like Lord of the Rings or Dune or Star Wars. And yeah, this third volume is going to finish the arc that started in volume 2. So you could get the campaign and you could get all 3 books. Or if you just want the 2 books that are already out, I have them as volumes that you could get on Amazon.
120 pages, y'all. 120 pages.
Yeah, black and white. So I could get them done quick if it's black and white.
Oh, that's I mean, really, black and white. It's not like your they look good. Like there's color there. There's tones there. It's not like you just did a black and white book. Some people make that mistake. They'll just do a black and white book, don't add any shading. There's tons of shading here. It's not.
Oh yeah.
It's not cheaply done.
There's great scale and
yeah, it's beautiful. I always tell us a bit about Bardic Fury.
Yeah, it's a fantasy comic. I started working on it in 2013, in the last year of my college. I did the first chapter, and then I printed it out on the risograph machine, and I took it to a Comic-Con, and I sold out the 60 issues. So I'm like, I'll keep going with it. And then I finished the first 5 chapters, and I got it printed in Kickstarter, I think in 2014. Then I dumbly signed away the rights to it to this small indie publisher who did nothing with it for 2 years. And I eventually negotiated all the rights back. But by then I was working on a bunch of other stuff. So then 2019, December, I finally started working on it again. And since then, I did this volume 2 and 70 pages into volume 3. And I've just been working on it since, because the characters just stuck with me for a bunch of years. The story kind of stuck with me, and it's just kind of built up.
It looks good, man. I really like the work.
Pat, I understand you have to. I understand you have to get out of here, Pat.
Yeah, I just got to get ready for work tomorrow. But yeah, thank you very much, everybody. Yeah,
no problem.
Awesome being here.
Where can you be found at, real quick, Pat?
I was just gonna say, I can be found at Instagram at Reverb Comics, and I have a Reverb Comics Facebook page, and ReverbComics.com, of course. So yeah.
Cool. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you coming on. You have a good night and stay safe.
See you next week.
Thank you very much, everyone.
Yeah. Man, have a good night.
Cheers.
I did have another question that came in from Indie Volt Radio, and they tried to put in the chat, but I guess their chat isn't working. I'm going to read this to you guys, and no one slap your heads. Okay? No one slap your heads. No one start cussing. A sigh is okay. Also, you guys go blank so you don't give me sleep. So here it is. Okay. And you guys are okay. I read this. I'm pissed, and I need some answers, and I need you guys to give me some advice on what to do. I have been distributing my book to my local bookstore. Now, I do now. Okay, let me read this word for word. Now, I do not know how distribution to stores works, but I know from my local comic store, if I take my books in, he allows me to put them on the shelf. I have my books barcoded and ready to go. So I walk into a local bookstore and I will leave 5 copies of my book on the shelf with like titles. Every time I return, the titles are missing. I approached the manager and asked how sales of my book was going. And he told me that he had removed them all and they had been thrown away.
Damn.
I asked for my books back, or at least the value of the books that he had thrown away, and he refused, giving me his corporate number to call. I called corporate and have not heard anything back. It's been 12 days. What advice can you give me about getting my books back, or at least getting paid for the books that were destroyed?
Oh man, could I say first I'll answer, and then I gotta go because I gotta eat dinner.
Sure.
All right. Yeah, my fiance says waiting. But to answer this question, I will say to this person, we live in trying times, and probably your 5 books are not going to be prioritized. But good luck and best wishes. And also sometimes, you leave your books at these stores, and the manager. It happened to me at this comic store in Hollywood. I left copies they sold, and the manager tried to scam me out of it. It was only because the store was closing down, and it was only because one of the workers there remembered me, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I like your book. Yeah, here, have the money." It was all in the system, but the managers sometimes they just try to get you to go away.
No, but this guy put them on the shelf without the manager knowing.
Oh, he did that. Well, yeah. Why? Okay, that's all your fault. So it's honestly all your responsibility. That's my closing statement.
I think the best route to go is if you go ahead and you work out a deal with them in the beginning. They pay for the books up front. So that way, anything that happens to them afterwards is not your responsibility.
Yeah, you just can't walk in the store and throw books down like, hey, I'm gonna put these on the shelf and walk out. Like that doesn't happen. I mean, because they can't, they're not in their system to scan either. Dan, let me put you on, put your books up there so people can see them, and you can tell us where you can be found so you can go eat dinner.
Oh yeah, these are on Amazon. So it's 220 pages here. This is the first volume, 6 chapters of story. It ends with the winter solstice special. It's bards, witches, and druids. This second volume is more horror themed, the Banshee Vale Horror Show. And if you want to check it out before buying a copy, you could read it on Webtoon and Tapas. The whole thing is available, and it's also recently it's on Mangadex. So I started uploading it there. So it's officially a manga. It's on Mangadex. That's one of my like high school dreams fulfilled. And thanks for checking it out. Thanks for having me on the show, and I hope to be back. I'm going to try to launch a version of the campaign for Volume 3 on Kickstarter, hopefully in the next month, and I'll have a better video with better music. And all you guys, good health and good luck on all your campaigns and comics.
Thank you, man.
Thank you, man.
Great work.
You have a go. You stay safe, sir.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. That is Oi Bardic Fury over on our lovely Indiegogo. Go check it out. It's in demand right now, so folks go over there and get it. There's a lot of the cool different tiers and perks. You can go check that book out. As far as putting your books on shelves without getting the store's permission, they're most likely gonna find themselves in a circular file. If not that, I don't see you getting compensated for them. You'd have a better shot at taking that book to somewhere like Second and Charles and throwing them outside in the free bin. No, really, because then someone's gonna pick them up for free. Someone's gonna pick one up, and they might pick 2 of them, give them one to a friend. At least you know they're out there. Well, I mean, you essentially gave them for free anyway. They're gone.
I mean,
this
I
person
was
expected
showing my book to the guy behind the counter and going, "Hey, man, do you think any of your customers are into anything like this? You think I got a shot at selling these?" Which puts it in his mind, so when his customers come through the door, the ones he thinks might like it, he might fucking point at it.
Yeah, but see, this person went to a big, like a bookstore, and put
You
it on.
got to talk to the people that work there, man. You got to sell your wherever you're at. You got to sell your book.
It's like walking into Walmart with some scarves you made and putting them on the rack and saying, "Hey, sell these." They're gonna be like, "No, you can't do that, sir."
We have a sales department for that. Go talk to them.
I remember there being like so much confusion, not for us because we follow the industry, but there were some people who were shocked when those Legion's art books showed up in Walmart. They're like, "Oh my goodness, look at these!" And one guy was like, "I talked to my Walmart manager, and he says that each manager can buy what they want. So just go to Walmart and show them your books and show the manager, and they'll buy them." And it's like, that's not true. Who told you that lie?
One second. Zach said he has to leave as well.
Okay.
Yeah. I got work early in the morning, so I got to let you guys go. But thank you so much for having me on the show, man.
Not a problem at all.
Get with me so we can get you on the show on the Madness.
Yeah, I'll message you tomorrow, Pops.
All
right.
Zach, before you go, tell everybody where you can be found.
You can find me on Instagram and Twitter. Hashtag handle is Zachary's Art, all lowercase, one word. On Facebook, it's 4-Star Comics.
Yeah, just in case I don't get back to you tomorrow, that's because we got 2 foot of snow. Just
yeah. If you don't hear from a lot of us
tomorrow, so but
if you don't hear from us Michigan guys tomorrow, it's because we're digging ourselves out.
Yeah.
All right, man. Stay safe, guys.
All right, Zachary. You take it easy.
You too. Bye.
Pops, I knew that we'd have a very quick show today because I'm like, we're gonna just breeze through this because it's a very trying show today. Hard to get through. So I wanted to make sure that we got through those books. Folks, please go check all those books out. And remind yourselves. What's up?
We got one more. check the private chat over there.
Is there something else in the chat? Have they paid me? Has there has there has,
I
has,
think
has
I
there
earn it. I think I earn it.
has their money gone through? Let's see.
I think I earn it.
Let's take a look here. It's your book. Your Cromverse book.
It's my book.
You can sign up, folks.
I talked to somebody today, and I'm going to have something available on my campaign that I guarantee has never been on anybody's campaign ever before. Guaranteed.
You need to go over there and sign up, folks. That's over on Indiegogo. And that's not launching just yet, but the best way to make sure that you stay up to date on when it's going to launch is go in here and sign up. Put your email address in there, read through the terms and sign up. And remember, folks, when you sign up.
Did you see some of the names on there?
I did. I'm going to go into that, but I want to remind people that signing up is do that, please. But also remember, go into your email afterwards and confirm.
Yes.
Because if you don't confirm, you won't get those follow-ups. So you have to confirm that you are that you do indeed want.
Yeah. The early bird thing is going to be cool too. I'm thinking maybe the Jim O'Reilly print will be what goes as the early bird for the people that sign up.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, it's a fromage. I'll send you a rough of it later on. We'll talk about it. You're not going to believe some of the stuff that's going to come out of this, man. Your guy, Eric.
Yeah.
Your guy, Eric, already has submitted a script and shown me art. And
That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I'm looking forward to that Jim O'Reilly, Dark Gift Comics. Lola's in there. Paul Gomez, Ryan, is that Niswander? Doc
Blaylock. Let's see.
Edwin.
Glenn Fleming.
Okay.
Lakeem Amir. Brian Christow, Six Gun Gorilla.
Some of the names are on the featuring part.
I think maybe Specs Thompson. I haven't heard from him, but he was interested, and I was like, I'm giving him an extra day or two, hoping he's got something going on. And the guy who created Crom in the first place. The dude who drew that logo up there, the Comic Related Madness logo. That's the first appearance of Crom right there.
Yeah.
And I went to him. I told Ryan when Ryan twisted my arm and dragged me kicking and screaming into your world that I wouldn't feel right doing it unless Edwin was involved, because the character evolved out of that silly little logo contest that we had 2 years ago. And now like 40 or 50 people have drawn Crom. Oh, did you see what I got today? Okay, there are 3 Crom sketch cards in existence, right? Marseille Phillips did this one. 6 a.m. Comics, Mark Marianelli. I got this one today. I won it in Don Chin's trivia contest that he has on his show all the time. And he drew Old Man Crom. You see that? That's cool as fuck.
Yeah,
everybody's bringing their IP to this anthology and interacting with Crom in a short story.
Now, Pops, Lola and I were having a discussion.
Okay.
And I guess we can close the show on this and maybe even open up Thursday's morning show with this. We're having a discussion about anthologies.
Mm-hmm.
And I had to admit that my idea of an anthology was kind of warped very early on, because I had fallen in with people who just wanted to reprint old material and put it in a collection.
Okay.
And the more I thought about it, and I was like, that's kind of, I can buy the single book. So you put all these books together, you put 4 or 5 books together, and then you sell it for a price that's a little bit cheaper than buying all 5 of them, sure. But who does that help, really? And so that was my introduction, really, to the first anthologies that I could be a part of. There was no original. I mean, there were people doing original books, but I just wasn't around those people telling original stories. What I like about Cromverse and books like Indie Book Revolt, is that they are individual stories and they're new stories. They're not reprints because we both know of people who will go around, hey man, give me 5 pages of your book, or give me your entire book. I'm gonna put it in my anthology. And by the way, what you don't realize that you just did was gave that person the first or second or whatever issue of your book, and they are going to take that book with them forever and reprint it, and because you're giving them permission to print it, and they're
And see,
gonna
this
keep
this was
reprinting it
my
and selling it.
and this was part of my thinking with this. It's like, okay, because Ryan had seen some of the fan art and he's like, Pops, you have to do something with this. And I was like, well, I can't do anything with this. I'm not an artist.
Right.
Ding, ding, ding. Wait a minute. What if I invite all these artists and these writers that I know to write stories, bringing their IP into, short stories with Crom, anywhere from 2 to 10 pages, right? I mean, you can write a really short story, whatever you want. I didn't even care. I just wanted to be able to highlight everybody else's IP and kind of grow a persona of Crom. Maybe somebody will like what Crom is, and maybe there will be the Adventures of Crom down the road or something. But this was to bring everybody's IP to one place, just like I kind of do with my show, bringing everybody's stuff to the show, or my group, bringing everybody's stuff to the group. This was just another way to highlight everybody's stuff. But Ryan, it was Ryan's idea. Ryan gets the credit for the idea because I was just showing him the art. And he, Pops, you got to do something with this. I said, no, I don't. I said, I promote comics. I'm not that guy. I'm not, I said, but now, Ryan, if you want to run a campaign and you can get RJ to handle fulfillment so I don't have to worry about it, and I can just talk about comics and do what I do my shows and everything, and just keep going on, then yeah, I'm down.
Well, it is a promotional tool though, because you're still promoting comics. You have Crom in there, so it's something that also you could take to Comic Cons with you and sit on your table and be able to move.
Be on your
definitely,
table, probably. I don't know.
yeah, just get out there. Yeah, we'll move it for you. But I'm happy to see it take part. You started. I remember when you first came to me and told me about the idea, and to see it take shape is always it's really cool when I see other people besides myself do it. It's like, man, but it looks really good.
I've been blown away by the stuff people are sending me, Varian. This is way bigger than I ever thought it could have been. And we ain't even got started yet.
Yeah, I mean,
there's names involved in this. I never thought I could have got to come do stuff for me, man. Come on. I'm blessed right now. I'm digging this, but at the same time, it's for everybody. Everybody involved in this is getting the same piece of the pie. There ain't no heroes.
Throw the link in the chat so people can see it.
Okay, let me grab that.
They'll be able to go to it and check it out. And then also, Lola, I'm gonna out you here. You got an email that your books the books that you had to print out the country are now in the country.
Yeah, I'm expecting them by the end of next week.
Oh.
So we will have Lure will go into fulfillment.
Yes, very soon.
Yeah, really, when I first, when Ryan said you got to do something, okay, I'll put out a post. We'll see what happens, right? I put one post into Madness and one post on Twitter, and I got way more response than I ever thought I would be. It's crazy.
I'm glad that you did. I'm glad you're able to get people to sign up and do something. I keep toying around with the idea, but I'm like, I told Lola I'd more than likely draw hers, and then I'm like, I got an idea for Mr. Rusty and Crom, but I don't know. We'll see. I always say, I'm very lazy, and I got so much. My plate's a little cleaner now, not by much, but just a little. So we'll see what happens.
Well, I'll tell you, I'm totally glad that you're drawing Lola's story. I'm totally glad that you guys are both in on this. That means a lot to me. Again,
I just finished the script.
Huh?
I just finished the script.
Nice. Send it. But yeah, it's like it's so. I'm just amazed. I'm blown away. I'm humbled and jacked to make this thing as big as it could possibly be. I mean, go sign up. I
Yeah, go
promise
sign
you.
up, folks. And there's an early bird special. So
Yeah,
make
I
sure.
think that's gonna be like I said. I think the people that sign up and then back a physical tier are gonna be the ones to get the Jim O'Reilly Chromage.
But remember, folks, when you sign up, make sure you go to your email and confirm.
Yes.
Otherwise, it will not go through, and you'll be wondering why you didn't get notification that the campaign went live. You have to confirm.
They're gonna know when it goes live. We are launching on March 25th on Michael Bancroft's YouTube channel.
Okay.
And yeah, it's gonna be freaking fun.
Cool, sir. Pops, where can you be found? Where can we find you?
Everywhere. No, Madness Comic right there on Twitter. In the comic related madness, Pops Van Zant on Facebook. Comic Talk with Pops Van Zant on YouTube. And next Tuesday, not today, next Tuesday, we will be signing up for CromCon 22, baby. So be watching out for that. And 2/22/22 Comic Books for Kids Day, the first annual. We're going to try to make this a yearly thing where everybody gets together, drop some comics on their local hospitals, and make some kids freaking happy. 2/22/22. Be ready for that.
Kids are never happy. Never happy. Lola, where can you be found at, ma'am?
Right there. Linktree indie_princess.
I see. Just like that. See? I got one of those and I don't even tell people about it.
yeah, just always forget. Folks, remember, if you are sending out Gemini mailers, comic books, use Gemini mailers, and you can do so by using discount code VOLT10, that's VOLT10, for a 10% discount on your Gemini mailers. Gemini Comics Supply, use code VOLT10 and get that 10% discount. A lot of people have used it, saved some money. I forgot how much they actually saved, but we received an email, and we know people are using the code. So thank you for using that code, and we do appreciate it. And I know that Brian over at Gemini Comic Supply appreciates your patronage as well, as does Doobie. Use code IndieVolt for 10% off. Energy pills, they're delicious. They give you a boost of energy. Try the W. It's W. Try the W pills, gummies. 10% off. They got a bunch of stuff. You can go over to their website. Lola, we need to put the website on this graphic. People know where to go to pick up their products. But it is an awesome product. Check it out, and you will be energized. And if you're an artist, energy, man, is not easy to come by. You gotta drink all this coffee, upset your stomach, end up looking like this guy or this guy.
Wearing pink.
Or this guy.
Yeah, that
guy. And their product is geared towards gamers that game a lot to keep them awake. So if it's for gamers, it's for artists too. Definitely check them out.
Cool.
Yeah. Also, folks, remember Indie Volt Radio. Download it on Google Play, or if you have a Amazon smart device, ask it to play Indie Volt Radio for you. If you have an iPhone, check us out on the TuneIn or the Streamer app, and you can check out Indie Volt Radio that way. Indie Volt TV is on Roku. Some new content up there right now. Go check that out too. Some more stuff being uploaded as we speak. So, look, if you're in Michigan too, if you're in the Midwest, you're gonna be snowed in. So might as well download Indie Volt TV and watch some free streaming.
Sitting out here in the boonies hoping the power don't go out, bro.
Yeah. Folks, we want to thank you for watching. And please stay safe. Get some rest. And stay warm. And we will see you all back here. Lola, is there Geek Gas on tomorrow?
Only if there's power, she said.
If there's power. If there's power, yes. If there's not power, we'll let you know. Thursday morning, if there's power, we'll let you know. But thanks for tuning in. Hope you check out these comics we had. Please go check out those comics. Remember, folks, try to leave this industry a better place than you found it. And that's it. I'll see you later. Take care.